What's happening, peeps? Welcome back to the YouTube. Just a disclaimer, this episode is a bit of a mashup of random stuff I've been up to post-marathon. It's been about getting my feet back under the table with work. I've had travel to Palma, Mykonos and Germany. Lots been going on, but the episode is a little bit of a mashup, mismatch of random stuff, so hopefully you enjoy it. In the interest of keeping up with regular episodes going live, welcome to this week's episode. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, share it. Love ya. Morning. Happy Thursday. Pinch punch, first of the month. It's Thursday, the 1st of May. And I'm in Mykonos, and as you can see behind me, it's not very warm outside. Very grey, overcast, windy, and a little bit cold. But I'm here for the Mykonos Performance Summit, hosted by Hyperice, 8 Sleep, Watt Bike, Oakley's, a few other brands. So I'm here. I got here late last night. It's now Thursday, here till Saturday. It's basically a few days of training, networking, different sessions. We've got a yoga session very shortly, which I'm going to now, gym sessions, track sessions, networking chats, business chats. We've got demonstrations of bits of kit from some of these brands. I think it's a pilot test for events that they want to try and do each year, particularly Hyperice. So I've been invited as one of the guests. There's about 15 other guests, athletes, influencer type people. A lot of people that I know quite well, good people. So yeah. I'll show you around for the next couple of days, and hopefully we get some good vlogging done. Anyway, in other news, body's still a little bit sore post-marathon. Toenails are going to fall off. The migraine that I had for about 3 days has finally surpassed. DOMS is just about gone. A little pain in the old foot. Like I say, toenails are not in the best place, but other than that, I'm almost back to full health. Ready to start training again for this fucking sub 3. Right, I'm going for some yoga. See you in a bit.
Just a couple of minutes, we'll wait for that and then we'll...
How'd you like the Osmo Pocket 3?
It's good, bro. Okay, so it's starting to rain. Well, we just had an early morning yoga session here. Actually, just what I needed. 30 minutes of guided stretching. Post-marathon, felt very good. This weather's not important.
What we aim to do over a couple of days. You definitely and more surely all doing something.
Grab me, ask me, and I'll be happy to help. So what I focus on, muscle mass. I'm gonna focus on my speed. That's my number one priority. If you're not able to look at your system holistically and say, what is the most accessible thing that I can do, like you do in your performance, to reach that particular time in marathons, for example, or in my workout or sprint, or whatever it is that I do.
Nice, boys. All the way to the floor, or?
If you feel like, it's wherever you feel like. Because you just carry the momentum, right? That's it. Boom. Nice. Drive. Hip. Yep. Hip again. You want to go? Yep. That's it. Nice. Speed of the hip. Yep. Just carry that. And then let's go together on this one. Gonna jump and swap in the air. So down, up, go higher. Push up. Yep. Yep. One more. Good. Blow it out. And they're sprinting, and then rather than like staying set in their hips and being in a good position, slight fatigue, they lean forward because they don't know what to do after 20 meters, and then straight away, if you're here, the only place you can go from is behind there. And when you try to reach to pull that hammy back through, it's what you call straight flexing.
Yeah.
Again, what we were saying is, listen out.
Walked before, whether it's done at the end in, let's say, like a sand pit or something like that. So that adds that extra level. But the majority of things that I find that whether that's part of your everyday when you try to introduce it into the commercial sector.
Good morning, fam. Happy Friday from a windy Mykonos. We're down here at the athletics track. It's a 300-meter track, apparently. This is where all of the football stars come to train when they're in Mykonos. It's kind of a little bit budget, to be honest. Check out this, look at this gym equipment. Oh, one sec. Okay, we're back in the game. Here's rusty equipment. Anyway, we're here. Squad is here. First time back on my feet post marathon. Got the Adidas Evo SLs. Got the Marchon hydration. Got the track jacket. I think Harry's going to take us through a session. We're going to race him.
Or like leading the way. So if you want them to be in this position, your shoulders can be sat where you sort of like, but you don't really want to sit down here. You want to sort of be in this position here.
150 repeats. Off, 2-minute rest. 2-minute rest? Yeah, 2-minute rest. So 4 sets, 2-minute rest in between. Then we had a 4-minute rest. We did another 2 reps. Fair play to Harry. He's doing sessions that are going to bury him. We're now going to hit some 50-meter repeats off 1-minute rest. Legs mashed. It's more like it. Bit of sunshine. So unfortunately, I pulled my hamstring at the track in the one of the last 50-meter sprints that we were doing. Luckily, Jordan and his team here on site are physios and rehab experts, so they've assessed it at the track. They're going to assess it shortly again. I reckon it's probably a grade 2. I'm going to get in the ice and then jump on the physio bed. Lessons learned. You bastard. Probably not very wise. A few days after the marathon, trying to race Harry Akins. But I still wouldn't do anything differently if you offered me another one. Right, I'm getting this ice bath.
Versus, but it would just need
And the software
oxygen. There'd be a snoring volume perhaps where it was like this. So 5% of what will happen to you is your genetic material, the code in your cells. So 95% of you, 95% of how well you'll be, 95% of what determines how long you'll live, what diseases you encounter, is the construct of what we call lifestyle. So you wrote things down carry back down. It was like an insurance.
Morning. It is Saturday, 7 AM. Sun is shining here in Mykonos. Final day. Flight is at about midday today, back to the UK. Which I'm looking forward to seeing the kids. But I've had a fantastic time. Despite the hamstring, which this morning is very sore. Struggled to sleep last night. So I moved. It was very painful, and this morning it's annoying, gutted, frustrated. But there's nothing you can do now. You're injured, Ollie. Luckily for me, Mr. Morel has sent me 2 exercises to do today. Day 2 of the injury. We've got some isometrics, so nothing more than the pain of 4 out of 10, which I can feel like 6 out of 10 just sitting down. So I'm going to do that now, and then into some upper body weights, breakfast, and then head to the airport. Let's get it.
They'll tell you, the guys out there will tell you if there's anything that you can't film. You'll be totally mad.
If you carry on up the road, you'll then see
Must do for every other visit. Get pictures sat next to
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, the 6th of January, February, March, April, May. Early start, 3:30 wake up, 4:15 in the Uber, 6:30 flight from Heathrow, and we're in to Frankfurt. From Frankfurt to Nuremberg. We're at the Adidas HQ for a very big couple of days. The team from Athex meeting the global team from Adidas, talking all things 2025, 2026, 2027 and beyond for our competition, both domestically in the UK and then beyond into Europe and overseas. So come along with me for the next 48 hours, I'll capture as much as I can. And here's Mr. Adi Dazzler. Alright, son. Gonna be like a kid in a candy shop.
I checked it, that's not the case.
First things first, bit of scran with the boys. Adidas HQ. First time having a Fritz Cola.
I just want to make sure that in the first place, I want to give some framing to what we'll be discussing today. Make sure.
Oh, I'm in the hotel room. It's been a very long day in the boardroom at Adidas HQ here in Nuremberg. Myself, Simon, Mark, who are the co-founders of Athex, and then some of the wider team, including John Wright, have flown over to meet some of the Adidas team. Some of the very senior members of the Adidas team and some execs as well across the Adidas training division, their go-to-market, their comms people, some of their product team as well here. So it was amazing. We're literally in the boardroom all day. Everything from marketing to European strategy, product innovation, messaging. A very, very successful day. We also spent 90 minutes looking around next season stuff when it comes to their training range. And I can confidently say Adidas are coming to the party, which is exciting for us because we need the power of a big brand like Adidas to help us generate momentum with what we're doing with Athex. Obviously, so far, very much been working domestically in the UK, and we have ambitions to go into Europe and overseas, although going into Europe is going to happen back end of this year. So today and tomorrow has been all about just getting a little bit closer, the two teams getting a little bit closer, understanding each other's goals and how we can make this partnership as mutually beneficial as possible. From a personal standpoint, very exciting when they've got a dozen of their, like I say, very senior representatives in a room showing this much interest in the competition and talking about their kind of global strategy as a brand and how we can then piece that together into what we're doing with Athex. So very exciting. I could talk about that sort of stuff all day. Now we are going to go over to the shop and just have a look around at their outlet, and then we're going for a team dinner, and then we're back into that boardroom tomorrow. So it's been a good day, but a long day. Got up at 3:30. I've done a lot of travelling. I don't feel as though I've spent 2 days in my own bed for about 3 weeks now. So yeah, sleep's been a little bit shit. Training's been very haphazard. I've not moved much today. No training. Probably just as well really give the hamstring a bit more rest. But yeah, successful day all round.
Great to see you.
Morning. Good night's sleep. It is now 7 o'clock. We are at the Adidas campus, going for a little tour, and then hopefully getting access to their gym. What a lovely way to start the day.
As part of the onboarding, and you can go in here, you'll have a selection of the current season, very limited edition pieces, but also just standard. Yes, but these are like UK Adidas. You're not going to pay for them, you're going to see that.
So we've been well and truly spoilt, haven't we, Johnny boy?
My idea.
We're in the promo store. This is only available to athletes and partners. We're allowed to come in for a little shopping experience, pick up 5 items. Thank you very much, sir. It's very kind of you, thank you. Some very exclusive stuff. So, we're kitted out. Some fresh Adidas swag. Got a pair of trainers for Loza as well. Couldn't leave her behind.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Come on, Keegan and Company.
Is it a bit of a wank having your own name in there? Like, how would you say?
I didn't want to say anything.
Fuck, yeah.
Come on, the boys.
Yeah, the dog.
Let's go.
We are back in the studio. I am a guest on a podcast. Keegan has very kindly flown all the way over from Australia just to interview me. Doesn't happen often, but we are going to get stuck into it. When will this come out, roughly?
3 weeks.
3 weeks' time. Keegan and Company. Stay tuned. Yo, back in the ends. Back outside Marchon HQ. Back in routine. Up early. Oh, only 4 hours sleep. Hey, bro. Into the gym. 60 minutes on the bike this morning, about 30 Ks. Then breakfast. Then I just recorded a little pod with Keegan on Keegan and Company. He's over from Australia. Don't do many podcasts these days, but I had to pick and choose some good ones. Now we're bringing them to the Home of Fitness, Marchon HQ, for a bit of upper body work. Let's go.
There needs to be a reason they're there once the gym tour's done. So it's like, we can either do a live Q&A, which I think with you and other people.
Back in the office doing random shit with the boys. This is behind the scenes. You'll see something come out very soon, the announcement for Marchon Victoria, which will be very creative. But little do people know it takes place in this little area here. I'm going to sit on that table.
I'm going to buy some Adidas.